how you doing? This is TV and School. Вивчаємо з тобою ми англійську. How are you? Що скажеш, коли ти зустрінеш якогось іноземця? So, let's speak English. Англійська мова Шекспіра та нью-йоркських таксистів. Англійська стане у нагоді вам, boys і дівчиська.
Hello everyone, my name is Natalia Ляшко. It's time for an English lesson. Let's start. So today we continue talking about sports. So remember, in the previous lesson we wrote an email. So let's discuss it and correct the mistakes. Because if you remember, I told you I made some mistakes on purpose. So let's go. Have a look at the text. Read it. So let's check together. Hi Lina, thank you for your email. It was great to hear from you about your event. So, as you see, the first mistake is here, from you about you event or your event. Yes, it should be your event. So, let's look at all the mistakes here. Let's move on. In my school, we hold a sports event called the Little Olympics. It takes place. So, take place. Here, this is a mistake. Because this is the third person singular. And it should be, it takes, right? Let's move on. We have on the stadium. It's not correct. This can be on the table, but in the stadium. Let's move on. The next mistake. I was very sad about playing volleyball. Grammatically, the sentence is correct. I was, and you give an adjective. I was sad, I was beautiful, I was clever, I was happy. But let's have a look at the sentence itself. I was very sad about playing volleyball. And the team won the silver medal. Were you sad? Ви були засмучені? Doesn't make sense. So, I was very probably excited or happy. This is more suitable for this sentence. Let's move on. Next mistake. After, there were food and drinks. If you look at the sentence, food and drinks, these are two words, right? And a lot of people say that we need to use plural, like there were. But it's not correct, because food is the first word and it's singular. That's why we need to say there was food and drinks. Let's move on. The last one. I felt excited that it was over. Excited means вражений. So, я був вражений, що івент закінчився. It doesn't make sense again. So probably here we need to use the word sad. I felt sad that it was over. Now let's have a look at the correct text. And let's read it together. Follow me. Hi Lina, thanks for your email. It was great to hear from you about your event. In my school, we hold a sports event called the Little Olympics. It takes place every 1st of June in the stadium near our school. This event is full of different activities. Children can play football and volleyball. They also can participate in sprinting. This year, the event was fabulous. I was very excited about playing volleyball. Also, my team won the silver medal, so I felt really proud. After, there was food and drinks. It was a great day, and I felt sad that it was over. Right back, Natalia. Now it's correct, and we can move on. Today, we are going to have a grammar lesson. So, let's start. Let's have a look at the example. We have two guys talking. So, John hurt himself, so he can't go jogging today. What does mean jogging? Do you remember? Yes, this is like running. На пробіжку не може вийти. So, John hurt himself. Hurt himself. Тобто, John поранився. Він не може вийти на пробіжку сьогодні. John hurt himself. Let's have a look at the next phrase. That's a pity. I guess I'll go jogging by myself then. So, that's a pity. I'm very sorry to hear about John. Дуже жаль, дуже шкода. So, I guess, I'll go jogging by myself. Я сам піду на пробіжку. And the last phrase. Don't worry, I'll join you if you like. Не переживай, я приєднаюсь до тебе, якщо ти хочеш. So, if you look at these two examples, John hurt himself and I guess I'll go jogging by myself, so you can already recognize that we're going to talk about reflexive pronouns. So, let's start. We have singular forms and plural forms. Однина і множина. Singular is myself, yourself, himself, herself, and itself. And plural is ourselves, yourselves, and themselves. Like an example, have a look here. So if you have the pronoun she, so if you want to make a reflexive pronoun, so she hurt herself, right? We can't say she hurt she. She hurt herself. So one more time, let's repeat. She, herself. Well done. Let's move on. He, help me. Himself, bravo. Again. He, himself, correct? We have I. You can look at the table. Myself. So I hurt myself, or I'll go jogging by myself. Again, I, myself. Well done. Let's move on. They, themselves. Be careful with this ending. Themselves. Well done. They, themselves. Next one, we, ourselves. Let's look at this part. We pronounce it is not ourselves, but ourselves. We make it faster. Ourselves. Let's try again. Ourselves. So, we, ourselves. Perfect. And let's look at this one. You, yourself. So you study English yourself, okay? Or you check yourself. Перевіряєш сам себе. You check yourself. And this is singular. I'm talking about you as one person. But if I talk about you as many people, I would say yourselves. This is different. Have a look here in the table. Singular, we have yourself, one person, yourselves, many students, багато учнів. So one more time, as one person, you, yourself, and you as my students, yourselves. Thank you. So let's move on. When do we use reflexive pronouns? Let's have a look. First of all, we use them with the verbs like burn, cut, hurt, look at, teach, and the others. When the subject and the object of the verbs are the same. What does it mean, subject and the object? Have a look. I hurt myself. Я причинила собі біль. So I is the subject and myself is an object. And this is one person, this is me. Or I teach myself. I, as a teacher, teach myself. I is a subject and myself is an object here. Я навчаю сама себе. So, that's why I use reflexive pronoun here. Let's have a look at the example. Sally hurt herself while playing hockey. Sally поранила себе, коли грала в хокей. Let's look at explanation. Sally hurt Sally. So Sally is a subject and Sally is an object. That's why we use reflexive pronoun here. Let's move on. Next example. So we use reflexive pronouns with or without by to show that someone did something on their own or without any help. So I study myself. I don't need any help. Or let's look at this example. Chris installed the exercise machine by himself. He didn't use any help. He didn't ask for help. He did it himself. Він зробив це самостійно, сам, без допомоги. Let's move on. One more example. We use reflexive pronouns in the phrases like enjoy yourself, or behave yourself, or help yourself, be yourself, or do it yourself. For example, let's look at the example. Help yourself to some fruit. Візьми собі сам фрукти. So, help yourself means do it without any help. Самостійно. Behave yourself. Поводься чинно. Behave yourself. So, поводься. Поводь сам себе. Okay? And be yourself. This is like relax again. And don't play any roles. Be yourself. Let's look at the very important stuff. So note, we don't use reflexive pronouns with the verb like meet, relax, concentrate, and feel. I can't say that you should try to relax yourself. Розслаб себе. We don't say like this. We say just relax. You should try to relax. Or I meet myself or I meet himself. Again, this doesn't make sense. So with the verbs like meet, relax, concentrate, and feel, no reflexive pronouns. Okay? Let's have some practice. So a task for you. Have a look. We have 8 sentences and we have pronouns here. At some point, we don't need to add a reflexive pronoun. You remember, relax, concentrate, feel, and meet. No pronoun, okay? So look at the sentences. I give you 1 minute. Think about the sentences and then we'll check together. So let's check together. Harry is teaching how to play the guitar. Harry is he. Harry is teaching himself. Well done. Kate played golf yesterday by... Kate is a girl. Kate played golf yesterday by herself. Perfect. Number 3. Jake likes to relax after a hard workout at the gym. So, I know that you want to say, Jake likes to relax himself. But is it possible? No. You do remember, with the verb relax, we don't use reflexive pronouns. So, Jake likes to relax after a hard workout at the gym. Number 4. Sally and Mark prepared the salad. Sally and Mark, 2 people. So, themselves. Well done. Sally and Mark prepared the salad themselves. Perfect. Number 5. Enjoy at the football match, Alan. So you are talking to Alan. Alan, this is like you. So we say enjoy yourself. Perfect. Enjoy yourself at the football match, Alan. Number 6. Ben's in hospital. Ben is in hospital. He hurt while playing rugby. So we have a hint here, he. He hurt himself. Bravo. Number 7. I didn't help Beth with her homework. She did it herself. So she did it all by herself. No help. And the last one. Can you help me? I can't carry everything by myself. Well done. So let's read again. I can't carry everything by myself. Perfect. So, one more time. Number 1 is himself. Number 2 is herself. Number 3, nothing. Number 4, themselves. Number 5, yourself. Number 6, himself. Number 7, herself. And the last one, myself. Now let's quickly check again with the pronouns. So I give you the personal pronoun and you give me the reflexive one. So you, yourself, perfect. Well done. She, yourself. She, yourself. He, himself. And again, he, himself. Let's go vice versa. Myself, what is a personal pronoun for it? I, well done. Myself, I, perfect. Themselves, they, well done. And the last one, we, ourselves. And again, we, ourselves. Thank you. Let's move on. So it's quiz time for you. Let's go with a little test. Have a look. I have 4 sentences for you. Anna introduced to the rest of the class. And we have 3 answers, A, B, or C. You need to choose the most appropriate answer. So I give you 40 seconds and then we check together. So let's check together. The first sentence, Anna introduced, what is the correct answer? A, B, or C? B, correct. Anna introduced herself to the rest of the class. Анна представилась сама решті класу. Number 2, please make at home tone. A, yourself. B, yourselves. Or C, you. What is the correct answer here? Yes, we have Tom. This is one person, so the correct answer is A. Please make yourself at home, Tom. Почувай себе як вдома. Let's move on. Number 3. I started learning the guitar by 3 years ago. What is the correct answer? A, itself. B, myself. C, yourself. Yes, myself, because we have I. I started learning the guitar myself. And the last one, we are treating to a holiday in Spain. So, we are treating A, ourselves, B, yourselves, C, themselves. What is the correct answer? A, ourselves. We are treating ourselves to a holiday in Spain. So, we, ourselves. Well done. Now, let's move on. Have a look. We have 5 sentences. And this is going to be like a dialogue. We have a question and we have an answer for it. So, let's study as example. The person, A, is asking, did he buy this chocolate for us? And the answer, no, he bought it for himself. You see the word in bracket, yes or no, and as you see, all the answers are no, so we need to correct the information. So, did he buy his chocolate for us? No, he bought it for himself. Let's study the example number 2. You cook breakfast, James. This is the question. As you see from the example, we use did. So this is past simple. Let's make the sentence. Did you cook breakfast for James? And the answer should be no. So, did you cook breakfast for James? No, I cooked the breakfast for myself. So you correct the information. Now I give you 2 minutes to write down the sentences and then we're going to check together. So let's check together. Have a look at number 2. Did you cook breakfast for James? No, I cooked it for myself. Could you repeat, please? No, I cooked it for myself. Well done. Let's go with number 3. They plan party Debbie. What should be the question? Did they plan the party for Debbie? No, they planned it for themselves. So let's say again. Did they plan the party for Debbie? No, they planned it for themselves. Let's go with number 4. Chris, buy, CDs, and us. So what should be the question? Did Chris buy CDs for us? No, he bought them for himself. So let's say again. Did Chris buy the CDs for us? No, he bought them for himself. Let's look at the last one. Molly, bring flowers for you. So let's make up the sentence. Did Molly bring flowers for you? And the answer should be no. No, she brought them for herself. Let's say again. Did Molly bring the flowers for you? No, she brought them for herself. Now, you have your notes in front of you, or you can look at the screen. I give you the question and you give me the answer, okay? So, отже, перед вами є ваші нотатки, або ви можете дивитись на екран і даєте мені відповідь на моє питання. Ready? Let's go. Did you cook breakfast for James? No, I cooked it for myself. Well done. Let's try again. Did Molly bring the flowers for you? No, she brought them for herself. Well done. Did he buy this chocolate for us? No, he bought it for himself. Have a look at the word chocolate. Here, we name it as it, chocolate, a bar of chocolate. Let's continue. Did Chris buy the CDs for us? No, he bought them for himself. And did they plan the party for Debbie? No, they planned it for themselves. So if I give you the word like Molly, this is sentence number 5. So can you give me a reply? Molly. No, she brought them for herself. If I say Chris. No, he bought them for himself. If I say Debbie. This is number 3. No, they planned it for themselves. If I say James. No, I cooked it for myself. Perfect. So, your homework for the next lesson. Make up your own sentences with reflexive pronouns and the verbs cut, teach, enjoy, help, and behave. So, cut is порізатись, teach – навчатись, enjoy – отримувати задоволення, help – допомагати, behave – поводитись. And remember, we have 4 verbs that we don't use reflexive pronouns with. What are they? Meet, relax, concentrate, and feel. And I hear the bell ringing. It means that we need to stop the lesson. Thank you very much for joining me. See you next time. Bye-bye.